Hi friends, I just received my favorite package of the year. My new Erin Condren planner has come. I'm in desperate need of a manicure and I'm trying to hide my address on here, and I don't want to even wait to do my nails to do this video because this just arrived like maybe 15 minutes ago and I'm itching to open it, so it is what it is. Sorry about my nails, but I'm super excited to share this with you. These videos have proven to be some of the most popular things on my blog to date. For those of you that don't know what Erin Condren is, it is the absolute most amazing planner. It's a paper planner. I will forever use a paper planner. I don't care how many of my friends and family members, my husband, my colleagues tell me that I need to start planning on my phone. I'll never do it. I have been using Erin Condren since 2011. I believe 2011, maybe 2012, forever. And I've tried other brands and I always come back to this one because this is just the best there is. So a few years ago, I did a really long video all about how I use my planner, and I explained it all, and I thought that maybe it would be a good time for an updated video of that. I've put unboxings on my blog the past couple of years. I didn't actually do one last year. I filmed it and I never uploaded it. So I have not done one now in about 2 years, but this is my favorite. So I wanted to do this for you. So I just opened this part. So I will unbox it. I will explain. Okay, so there's always like an awesome, when you get Erin Condren, there's always like an awesome coupon that comes with it. There's a coupon code in here. So that would be great. Oh boy. Okay, so now I see. This is some extra stuff that I had ordered, which I will go over and I'll explain that in a little bit, but here she is. Here she is. Let's see what she looks like. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at her. Oh, she's fancy. She is fancy. This is the first year that I've ever paid the extra $5 for the metallic, and I think it's worth it. This is the bookmark that you take off and you put wherever you are in your year. So I will go through. I will explain to you how I use this. Oh, she is beautiful. Look at that. She is beautiful. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Hello, friend. Hello, friend. Usually they come with these little cards. I use these in my daughter's lunch. I write my children notes in their lunch every single day. So usually I'll find, like if they're like really girly, and I will stick one in her lunch. So I will write her a little note on that maybe tomorrow. And, oh, so nice. Okay, there might be a coupon in here. Yes, there is another coupon code in here. Sometimes they do like a code for friends and for family. So I will look and see if that is in there. But all right, so here she is. Here is my new planner. This is called the Erin Condren Life Planner. This is the only planner I've ever used from her. And it is the absolute best one. So when you choose your planner from Erin Condren, you can choose from your different covers. And like I said, the metallic is an extra $5. Worth it. It's beautiful. So you can choose that. And then I did the colorful. You can choose your inside if you want it to be colorful, if you want it to be more plain. I always choose the colorful because I just feel like it goes so well with the planner. Oh, this is beautiful. I love this. I don't remember exactly which one this was called. This is, I believe it's like their newest one for the year. And I've never actually bought the newest one for the year, but I love this. It's really, really pretty. All right, so this is the vertical layout. They come in vertical, horizontal, and hourly. I always choose the vertical. And the reason for that, I'll show you just like a typical layout. The reason that I choose this is because this is just the one this is their classic. This is the original. I have planned out my days both on paper and in my mind in this format since 2011. So basically when Erin Condren started, she had written up here like morning, noon, and evening, and people complained about that because they wanted to divide it up into 3 different, like whatever categories they were doing. I still do morning, noon, and evening. I always write like what I'm doing in the morning, what I'm doing in the afternoon, what I'm doing at night here. It's just the way that I've always done it. It's the way that I think of my day in my head is in this kind of vertical vertical way. So I've always done it like that. I don't ever fill in, like people do their own, like, if you want to do like goals for your day or things you need to get done, they might fill in these here, which is why they're blank now. I just leave those blank. I actually use the top one for birthdays, anniversaries, just like reoccurring things every year that I have. So I will write those in here, like whoever's birthday, I'll just write like in this top one, but these I always just kind of leave blank. So what I do with my week, let me just start with that. So let me just show you first the planner and just kind of how it's all laid out. And then I'll go through how I use it. So, oh my gosh, I wish you could see like how beautiful this is. The colors of this are just gorgeous. I wanted a really colorful one this year and I got one. So here's like the whole year at a glance. I have done every possible combination of planners. I have done 12 month from, January all the way through to the next January. I've done 18 months where it's like January through July of the next year. And what I found after many, many years of doing this is, for me, the best way is 12 months, starting with August and ending in August. So for me, I always think of my year in terms of school year. And I think that's because I have been a teacher for so long and because now I have my own kids. And so I just always think of that in terms of a school year. I love sitting down with my planner before school starts each year, both the preschool where I work and the elementary school where my children go to school. And I go through the entire school year and I write in all of like their days off, their early releases, any kind of like PTO events that we have. And I go through before school starts. I sit down with a candle and I just knock it out and I just write everything in here at once. And that way during the school year, as things come up, I can add them. It was frustrating to me when I used to do 12 months that would go through December, and then I would have to have a brand new planner in January, which is in the middle of a school year, and it didn't make sense for me to then have to go in the middle of a school year and start adding new things. So for me, this is what I've always done. No, not what I've always done, but what I've done the past few years, and I find that it's what absolutely works best for me. So if you think like I do in terms of school years, that is how I do it. I have never used this. It's just a wipe off. You could use it for whatever you need. I've never actually used this. The first thing that I do always is write my name, my email address, my cell phone number, everything right here, because if I ever lost this, I would die. So I would need someone to have a very clear way to get in touch with me. So this is the very first thing that I will write in this planner is exactly how to get in touch with me if you need to. Oh, this is so pretty. All right, let me go through and let me just show you. So here's your year at a glance, and then it starts off with the months. And so what they do is they start off, and these tabs are just perfect. I hope this is clear. I'm not sure that this is. These tabs are absolutely perfect. They are laminated. They don't come off. You go in, and the first thing in your month is you have your month, kind of an overview of your month. The only time I really ever used this was when I was PTO president at my children's school. I would use this for my PTO calendar, so I could see the whole month in advance, or I could write in like all the dessert days and special lunches and book fairs and ice cream socials and pizza bingo and everything else. I could kind of see it as a whole month as opposed to week by week, which is how the rest of this planner is. When I plan, I never think of it in terms of this. I do think of week by week, but if you are somebody that needs this calendar, there is one here for you with this side of writing notes. And then speaking of notes, in the beginning of each month, there's a blank page right here, and then there's this page right here, which I have in the past kind of broken this down. I know people do it for like maybe birthdays this month or special things you have going on this month. I've used it in the past for like blog things. Like I'll devote like this right here for like blog things I want to get done for the month. Just like blog goals or blog posts that I wanted to post or things for my blog. What I basically use this section for the most is if I ever have a doctor's appointment for myself or for my kids, if I ever have any kind of an appointment or anything that month where I need to write down notes, I do it right here. And the reason I do that is because then, 3 months down the road, if I want to look back and be like, oh, what was that medicine that my son took for strep throat? I can say, well, when did he have it? August. I can go back and look at the doctor's notes for that month. Or, I have a phone conference with my child's teacher. I can put, what my child's teacher said right here, so I can go back and look. So whatever kind of notes I need to take for anything, rather than using like lined paper or a Post-it note, I do it right in here. And that way it's always just with me wherever I am. So that's how I use these pages. I just kind of use them for like any important things for that month that I need to know. If I'm doing anything for PTO for my child's school, if I need to make any phone calls to vendors or anything else, if, in the past when we would have like PTO meetings with like our board, like board meetings or superintendent meetings or anything like that, all the notes would just go right here. So basically this is just kind of like all the important notes I've taken for the month get taken right here. They also, while I'm doing that, they can also get taken in the back. And I use the back, and the back is actually written for notes. And I use these pages for that as well. There's a bunch of these pages back here, which is so amazing. And that's also what I use these pages for too. Any just important notes I need to take. Anytime we go on a vacation, I will devote an entire page to wherever we are going. Let's say we're going to, I don't know, we went to Tennessee last year. So I'll write like Tennessee up here, and I'll put a list of like every single thing that I want to pack. I will actually section off a section here for things that, for my children. I'll put like my children over here, myself over here. Down here it gets a little box of like things I need to buy, like things I need to buy either at Amazon or like at Target or whatever it is. And I will put that on here. And anytime leading up to the trip, I will just kind of, anytime I think of something else that I want to bring with me, down to the last bitty detail, I will put it on here. And then as I'm packing for the trip, I will then literally cross each item off as I'm putting it into the suitcase. And that way the morning of my trip, the very last thing will say planner. And I write that on here to remind myself to grab my planner on my way out, because I could never travel without this, because it is my entire life. So I use this a lot, especially for trips. It comes in handy. It's just, I know some people do like, they'll pre-make their, like what they pack for every trip, and they'll just keep a copy of that, and that's really organized too. And we do that for shopping lists in our house. For the grocery store, we have like a pre-made list of like produce and meat and dry and refrigerated and other items that are not food items. And we actually, my husband will print out like a whole bunch of those, and then when we go to the grocery store, we can actually have it broken down by aisle of what we need. Like I will never go to the grocery store with like a Post-it note of like what I need. I will have it on like a pre-written beautiful paper. That's just me. So that's what I use this back here for, is just, a beautiful way to kind of keep myself organized. Oh boy, it is starting to rain. Shoot, I don't want this to get wet. All right, we're coming to my house. Come on, you're coming with me. We're gonna bring this all with us. Oh shoot, I was really worried that this might happen. We're going inside. Okay, can I open the door holding this? Okay, hold please. Opening the door. This is quite the video. Okay, now we are in my house, and I'm gonna just sit right here on my carpet. First, let's turn on the light. Oh boy. All right, let's turn the light on. Oh, my husband's in here. He's printing something. Okay, we're gonna go downstairs. We're gonna go to the basement. We're gonna do this down there. Okay, bear with me. Okay. All right, we're going to the basement. My cleaning lady was here yesterday, so there's still lines in my carpet from her vacuuming. Okay, we're safe, and it is not raining. That was fun. Okay, moving on. So there is that. Let me just get this all back and settled here. Oh boy, this is not how I wanted this video to go. But since I already unboxed it, I don't want to have to go back. I can't go back. I already unboxed it. So that's how I use those pages. All right, let's go back and let's look at just the planner in general and what each month is. So each month, like I said, we start off with this. We then have the note pages here. There's a really weird glare. Let's see if I can. There we go. This is better. Okay, now we're in business. All right, so here we go. Beginning of the month, there's always a different color for whatever month is ending, and then a new color for whatever month is starting. What I do, and this is something that I have just kind of always done, is I always order these. And this is also on Erin Condren's website. You can order these. You can have them. You can customize them to say certain things. I always buy blank ones, and I buy enough for one for every single week of the year. And I customize it to whatever color I think would look best with my, look at that. Look at that. It's the exact pink. Bringing in the pink. So I customize it to whatever color I think would look best with my planner. And then these are just stickers. I peel them off. They fit exactly perfectly right here. I will, before I write anything in this planner, after I write my name and my phone number, I will go through the entire year and I will put one of these right here, right? I put it literally like right at this first line, and I will stick one of these in for every single week of the year. And then what I do on Sunday nights is I go through and I use these as to-do lists for the next week. So on Sunday night, I will turn my page to the next week. I'll have a blank sticker right here, and I'll write in 6 things that I need to get done for the week that I would like to do. So for example, I need to return library books. I need to stop at the UPS store to go return something to Amazon. I need to go drop something off at my child's school. I need to call and make a haircut appointment for my son. Just anything that I just kind of in the back of my mind want to get done for the whole week. Not necessarily on a certain day, but just at some point during the week. And then during the week, I go through and I cross off as I do them. Anything that I don't get done this week, next Sunday will automatically be the first thing that I write for this week. And it just kind of keeps me organized to have not only to-do list for during the day, which I do write in here, but also to have a to-do list for the whole week, which kind of just makes it more organized for me to then make sure that I get done whatever it is that I need to do. So that's this. So this is what I got. So I love the color this year. Pink is my favorite color in the whole world. So, and it looks so beautiful. Now these stickers, which I also order a ridiculous amount of, I use these for everything. I color code. It's really hard to do this with one hand. I color code everything. So like, for example, this year, all of my son's baseball games are written in green. All of my daughter's theater rehearsals are written in light pink. And so I go through when I get a schedule for my children or for myself, preschool, I teach preschool. So all of my preschool days this year are blue. And I will go through and I will literally write preschool, and the hours that I work. And then I will go through in the beginning of the season or the school year or whatever it is, and I will put them in. They're exactly the width of each day. So I will put them in wherever in the day they fall. So if it's preschool, it will be in the morning. So I would put it up here. If it's like a baseball game for my son, it usually is like a 5:30 or whatever game. I would put it like right here, unless it's a weekend, and it would be like a 12:30 game. And then I would put that like right here. So I go through and I color code everything and I organize everything based on these. These are amazing. These always come, let's see if they did this year too. In the back of your planner, they give you sheets of stickers for things, which I use these randomly. Yeah, here they are. They're a little fancier. The ones in your planner are a little fancier. They have this beautiful like metallic strip. So I will go through and use these probably first, and then when I run out of those, then I have those. But they only give you one sheet, and I use significantly more than one sheet. I mean, I bought a whole bunch because this needs to last me for 12 months. Last year, I actually ran out and I had to make an order in like December to get me through this year, and I don't have that many left. I do decorate my planner. I know that some people go crazy. I do not, but I do decorate it. And I have a couple different books of stickers from different companies upstairs that I don't have down here with me that I do use. So like if it's a birthday, I'll put, cupcakes all around it. I'll put confetti stickers. If it's Valentine's Day, I'll put heart stickers. On my anniversary, I'll write things like true love. Like I have like true love stickers or kissing stickers or whatever it is. I do decorate my planner. I also have, I should have brought it down here, a book of stickers that are just quotes, like motivational quotes, and I will assign one to each week for me. It's kind of like a little mantra to live my week by. So if it's like a really busy week, my quote might be something about just like how to stay focused while keeping busy. Or if it's just like a really fun week, it might be a quote about just like fun stuff or, gratitude or whatever it is. I kind of, again, on Sunday night when I sit down with my planner and I plan the next week's, to-do list of what I need to do, I will also try to think of maybe like a theme for the next week. And I'll usually put that quote, I'll usually stick it right up here. Or maybe over here, and I'll usually decorate the pages. So if it's like fall, I'll put like some acorns around or like some leaves. Halloween, I'll put like some jack-o'-lanterns. Christmas, I might put like, snow or like a warm cup of coffee or whatever it is. I do like to decorate my planner. So that's just kind of, for me, it's kind of fun for me. And then these other stickers back here, I have used them. for things. I don't use them often. This year I did do like PTO events with these big stickers. I did a couple of these other little ones for some other events when I ran out of my other ones. There's some habit trackers, which I think are great. I've never used them, but you know, if you want to make sure you're drinking enough water, or if you want to go for a walk every day for health, or if it's something, you know, for my blog, or you know, even just whatever you're tracking, whatever kind of habit, doesn't have to be health, but whatever kind of habit you're tracking, you can use those. You know, there's just other kinds of stickers in here. Like I said, I don't use these a ton. I do these happy birthday ones. I use these cupcake ones. Those I definitely do use. But the most important ones for me, and the ones that I use more than anything, are these. And then these. These are how they used to look before they got fancy. They used to look just like this in your planner. I think they came with like 2 pages of them, and now they have these. And they also have these on, you know, some of these other pages kind of have variations of those as well. But those are the most important ones to me. All right, in the back of the planner, there is a folder, which is awesome. And mine is like full to the brim. It's 2-sided. Oh, yeah, this is a perpetual calendar. I've never used it, but it is a good idea. It's like for things that reoccur every year. So like every single, you know, January, my daughter's birthday is January 18th. So I would just write, you know, her birthday in here and whatever it is. That way, when I get my planner for next year, I can kind of go through. There's like the holidays are in here. And I can go through and just, you know, write all this in here. If my husband were down here, he would say you can just push a button on your phone, and then every year her birthday would come up, and I would tell my husband it's never gonna happen for me. All right, so there is that. All right, what else do I want to tell you? At the end of every month, there's also every week. So I always put my to-do list right here, but then underneath there is more room, and I use this as any kind of like in the beginning, any phone calls I need to make if I am going to like an appointment and I need to know where to park or what building to go in or any kind of information, I'll write it right here. And that way when it comes time to go to whatever appointment it was, I can look back and I can say like, oh, I called back in March. Oh, here we are. Here's when it is. Or if it's like an appointment for something upcoming, I'll write that right on whatever week the appointment is. So if I make an appointment for like June whatever 8th, I can write it, and then on June 8th I'll actually write like the instructions right on here of what I need to do. So basically I use this book just to keep myself completely organized always. And any situation, any time I need to plan for something, I've got this book. At the end of every month is another note page where again I use it for just any important notes for that month. So I basically view these pages as like, I would never write something on like a March note page that I learned in like June. I would always write it on whatever month it is. It just keeps me really organized. And not to mention, you know, years down the road, if I ever need to look back, I have all of my planners. I'm not entirely sure why I have them, but at this point they're almost more like a scrapbook because it's literally every single day of my life. And what I did and everything else is just written in these planners. So I have used different companies. I'll link all my blog posts. I've written a bunch of blog posts about this. I have used different companies. I always end up coming back to Erin Condren. It's expensive and it's worth it. It's just like the best quality. The covers, they don't come off. They are interchangeable. It can snap off, but they don't unless you want them to. You know, I've had other companies where the covers just pop off all year and it's so annoying. And you know, I've tried different ones, mostly just to save a little money, and it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. So for me, Erin Condren is the queen, and she will always be the queen. I can't say enough because it is my whole life. It's big. I wish it was a little smaller because it would be a little bit more convenient, but I don't even care. I just carry it around with me. I usually leave it at home. Sometimes if I have like a meeting at school, I will bring it with me just to write notes in. If I have a PTO meeting, I'll bring it with me. If I am going to the library and working on my blog, I'll have it with me. Just, you know, things like that. I bring it. I don't necessarily bring it with me every single place I go because it is so big. But I would never go to like my children's pediatrician without this. Like I always just have it have it with me. Also, I use those pages to write notes, like questions I have for doctors or just anything like that. That's just kind of what I would use. I am not a big like sticky note, random paper, let me write notes on the back of this receipt kind of girl. I am the kind of girl that needs it all in one place. So this is pretty much just me in a nutshell, because I am just very organized with stuff. And I don't think I would have that same feeling of organization if this were just an app on my phone. For me, I like to look at my whole week at a glance. I take whatever holidays, well, like here, like I was saying, not so much Christmas because I don't celebrate it, but like New Year's Eve, and I will put a heart around like these holidays to remind myself that it's like an actual holiday as opposed to just like somebody in my life who has a birthday, things like that. So yeah, so this is my planner. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope that this was helpful. I know that I've done this in the past and people have told me that it was super helpful, and I've inspired them to buy their own. And I hope that you do, because it's a really wonderful, wonderful planner. You can even choose your coil colors. The platinum is what's included, so I did not pay any extra, although I think a really pretty gold would have looked really nice with this, but I did not pay extra. There is also a beautiful rainbow one that one of these years I'm going to get because it's just beautiful. It's like an ombre. I always say it wrong. And it just goes down. It's really pretty. It would have looked really pretty with this, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, my best friends, my three best friends, Amy, Beth, and Barbara, actually gave me a gift card to Erin Condren for my birthday this year. So girls, I love you. And this is what you bought me. I will fill it with lots of plans for the four of us this year. So I hope you are all having a great day. Let's see what else, if there's anything else. Nope, I think I covered it all. Oh, this. I probably should talk more about this. You just stick it into, let's see, switch hands. You just stick it. It's so easy. You just stick it into, sorry, I'm like the worst at trying to hold this, but I can't really do it with one hand, but you get the idea. You just stick it in right here. It works as a bookmark so that you know always what week you're on. And then if you ever, it usually does, it sticks in down here too, so it's like perfect. But if you ever need like a straight edge for anything, it has it. But again, every Sunday night, part of my Sunday night is then flipping this over to the next week. When I taught elementary school, just something to note, I used this as my planner for everything. I didn't have like a separate teacher planner. I would do, the way that I used this at that point was that I would do like in the morning before school, anything I needed to do or get done. This little box right here was always dedicated to things I wanted to get done at school. Like I need to finish assessments on this one student, or I need to go to a meeting for another student, or whatever it was. I would use this box for that. And this was always after school, things I needed to do or things I needed to get done there. So this, again, this worked for me even when I taught elementary school. This was a planner for that. And then down here, even now down here, I kind of just, I don't really use this down here too often. I guess if I ever have to like write any notes or anything down there, I could always do like to-do lists for my day down there. What I do now for that, and today is a really good example, I should show you mine from today. Because I am a stay-at-home mom, I teach preschool for 2 mornings a week. But other than that, I am home. So I'll take days like this where I will just list off. I think I had maybe 15 things today listed, things I wanted to do, like put the laundry in the laundry machine, put the laundry in the dryer, take out the laundry, fold the laundry, put it away, empty the dishwasher, reload the dishwasher, just like stay-at-home mom things. But I break down everything because I do like a good, like, I like to cross things off of a list. So even like very simple tasks, I just write them down just so I can cross them off. And like I said, for today, I should show it to you. It is so long. It's like all the way. I had so many things to get done today, and I got everything almost done today that I wanted to do. So yeah, I think I have covered everything. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you found this helpful. I hope you are having a great day. Oh, extra money well spent. Look at that. That's really pretty. Really, really pretty. Have a great day, friends. Bye.